Welcome to this channel, a place where every story is designed to enlighten your soul, increase your knowledge, and give you the confidence to grow. Here, we create content not just to inform you, but to inspire you, to help you see the world differently and believe in the power within you. If you are ready for a journey of learning and motivation, you are in the right place. There are many professions in this world, but only one profession creates all others, and that is teaching. When a teacher enters the classroom, they are not just walking into four walls filled with desks and chairs. They are walking into the future. Every child sitting before them is a seed, and teachers are the gardeners of destiny. The world celebrates leaders, innovators, scientists, and warriors, but behind every one of them stands a teacher who shaped their journey, who believed in them before the world even knew their name. The influence of a great teacher never ends. It flows silently from one generation to the next, touching lives in ways that cannot be measured. Think for a moment. Where would humanity be without its teachers? Imagine a world without Socrates, the great Greek philosopher who chose to dedicate his life to questioning, to dialogue, and to nurturing young minds like Plato, who in turn became the teacher of Aristotle, who went on to teach Alexander the Great. In this chain of teaching, we see how the wisdom of one man shaped not only individuals, but entire civilizations. Teachers are not just transmitters of knowledge. They are the makers of history itself. From the East, we remember Confucius, the Chinese teacher and philosopher, who more than 2,500 years ago believed that education is the foundation of a moral and just society. His teachings on respect, discipline, and harmony still echo in the cultural fabric of nations today. And in India, the ancient teacher Chanakya guided Chandragupta Maurya from a boy without direction into a ruler who founded one of the largest empires of his time. These are not just stories. They are proof that a teacher's hand can shape the destiny of entire nations. But teachers are not only found in the pages of ancient history. In the modern world, we see them just as powerful. One of the most moving examples is in Sullivan, the teacher of Helen Keller. Helen was blind and deaf, locked away in silence and darkness, unable to communicate with the world. Society had given up on her, but did not. Through relentless patience and love, and broke through that wall of silence, teaching Helen her first words, opening the door of language and life itself. Helen Keller went on to become a writer, activist, and one of the most inspiring figures of the 20th century. But behind Helen's success was the silent strength of Sullivan, a teacher who refused to give up. If ever you doubt the power of a teacher, remember Sullivan. Teachers have also been warriors against ignorance and oppression. Take the example of Savitribai Phule from India, the first female teacher in the country, who in the 19th century opened schools for girls at a time when educating women was considered unacceptable. She faced insults, stones thrown at her, and relentless opposition, yet she continued. Today, millions of girls receive education in South Asia, and every one of those steps can be traced back to the courage of Savitribai Phule. She did not just teach literacy. She taught a society to value equality. Even in our own times, we see examples like Ziauddin Yousafzai, the father of Nobel laureate Malala Yousafzai. As a teacher and activist in Pakistan, he stood firm against forces that tried to deny education to girls. He encouraged his daughter to speak up for her rights, and together they showed the world that the voice of a student, guided by the spirit of a teacher, can shake even the most oppressive systems. Teachers are builders of communities. When they teach a child, they are not just filling a mind with facts. They are nurturing a heart with values, a spirit with hope, and a character with strength. A child taught with care becomes an adult who contributes to their community, who raises a family with dignity, who helps their nation prosper. The chain continues. One teacher, one student, one family, one community, one nation. This is how the world changes. Not through sudden miracles, but through the quiet work of teachers who show up every day, believing that every lesson, no matter how small, can ignite greatness. Consider the classroom itself. It is one of the most sacred places in the world. Within its walls, there are no kings or servants, no rich or poor, no divisions of race, culture, or religion. Every student is equal before the teacher. The classroom is where humanity learns to respect one another, to share ideas, to listen, to dream. It is where the foundations of justice and equality are laid. When a teacher teaches compassion, honesty, and perseverance, they are shaping the future of our communities more powerfully than any law or policy ever could. And yet, the life of a teacher is not always easy. Many work long hours, prepare lessons late into the night, often with little recognition. They carry the struggles of their students on their shoulders. They become second parents, mentors, role models, sometimes even the only source of encouragement a child may ever know. They give without expecting riches or fame. Their reward lies in the success of others. Imagine the nobility of such a profession, to dedicate one's life to lifting others higher, knowing that the applause will not be theirs, but their students'. Let us also remember that the greatest leaders of our world were first students in someone's class. Nelson Mandela once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." But where does that weapon come from? It comes from teachers. Without them, there is no education. Without education, there is no freedom. So today, as we think of teachers, let us not limit ourselves to a polite thank you. Let us truly reflect on what they mean to our lives. The handwriting you first learned, the poems you memorized, the equations you solved, the courage you discovered in your heart. All of these came through a teacher. Perhaps you remember the one who encouraged you when you failed, or the one who stayed after class to explain until you understood, or the one who saw potential in you that even you could not see. They live quietly in the background of our memories, but their influence is the reason we stand where we do today. The story of teachers is not written in history books alone. It is written in us. Every time we succeed, every time we help someone else, every time we pass on knowledge or kindness, we are carrying forward the lessons of our teachers. That is their immortality. Long after the chalk dust has settled and the classroom door is closed, their teachings live on through us. As we celebrate Teachers' Day, let us rekindle that respect and gratitude. If you have a teacher in your life today, take a moment to thank them. If your teachers are no longer with you, honor them by living the values they instilled in you. And if you are a teacher yourself, know this: you are not just doing a job, you are shaping humanity itself. The future does not begin in parliaments or palaces. The future begins in classrooms, with teachers who dare to believe that every child holds a universe of possibility. So let us raise our voices not just in praise, but in deep love and respect for teachers everywhere. Because when all is said and done, civilizations rise and fall, technologies evolve, nations change, but the influence of a teacher remains eternal. They are the unseen architects of humanity, and to them, we owe everything. Every video I create is made with the purpose of adding light to your life, to inspire you, to give you strength, and to remind you of the greatness that lives inside you. If this message touched your heart, then give me just one reward. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, share it with your friends, and leave a comment below. Your single action helps me spread more positivity and reach more hearts around the world. Together, let's keep building a community of inspiration, love, and respect. Thanks for watching.